Hello. For our course project, we decided to make a spoiler detector called Spoiler Alert. The problem that we were aiming to solve is that there are spoilers for popular movies all over the internet that are just waiting to be found. If we can detect spoilers in text, then we can minimize the amount of spoilers that people see while browsing the internet. In our solution, the front end has an input field for text that may contain spoilers that you want to detect, and there's a drop down menu to select a movie that you want to not see spoilers for, and then it'll send that information to the back end. The back end uses Tweepy to get data from Twitter about the movie, so we can dynamically train our our detection model. And so we actually use cosine similarity between the data from Tweepy and the text to detect to see if that it's a spoiler or not. And a key thing here is that we define a spoiler as just talking about the movie, because it'd be almost impossible to know all the spoilers for movies and then look for those in text. So it's just anything that talks about the movie is considered a spoiler in this situation. So once we make the prediction with cosine similarity, we send the results to the front end, and the front end will if it is not a spoiler, display the text so you can read it and tell you that's not a spoiler, and if it is, it'll tell you it's a spoiler and hide the text. So a key note is that getting data from Twitter requires a developer account, and our account only allows 15 searches a month, so we had to comment that part of the code out in exp1.py. We provide data on Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker and Jumanji: The Next Level for testing. So it right now with this code commented out, it won't work on any other movie. But if you would like to test on other movies, then you could, and you have a developer account for Twitter, you could put your keys here. And this is all in exp1.py. You can put your keys here and then uncomment this block of code, and it should work on every other movie. So this is the results of testing on the Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. We got 98% accuracy, and as you can see here, we have the x-axis is cosine, or the y-axis is cosine similarity, and x-axis is the test number. So the blue dots are no spoilers, and the orange dots are spoilers. So everything above this line is just a threshold that we classify as a spoiler, and everything below is no spoiler. So we can see here we have 2 false positives out of 100, and there was no false negatives. So we think that this is pretty good for our project. This is a demonstration on how to get our program up and running. You can find the usage documentation along with the code, or you can follow along with this video. The first step is to make sure that you have Python 3 installed. I already had it installed. And then we want to install the package manager. Awesome. Next, we want to navigate to the directory that our code is in. And we want to install all the packages that we need to run it, so we can just do that with this batch file. Okay. After all the packages are done installing, we want to navigate into the final directory. and we want to start a Flask server, a test server. So we can do that with this command. And then we can do Flask run. And that will start our program. So a web server has been started on a localhost with port 5000. So we can go to a web browser, type it in, and we want to go to search, and that will bring us to our application. So this is our application in all its glory. You can input text here that may contain spoilers and select a movie from one of the top movies gotten from IMDb. These are all movies that are either coming out soon or in theaters right now. So we'll just test it out with this spoiler right here. It does take a few seconds to run. So as we can see, we got the results, and the text unsafe and may contain spoilers, so it hides the text from the user. So in an example where it's not a spoiler and it's safe, it will show the text. So I can demonstrate that. So I have this text that clearly does not contain any spoilers about Star Wars. It's a Wikipedia about apples. So we can submit that and show it not detecting the spoiler. So as you can see, it's no spoilers were detected, and it's safe, so you can read the text here as presented.